Why is it that some people can keep their brain in like excellent working order for their entire lives, while others, sadly including my mother, in fact some of the most intelligent people on the planet, like a friend of mine whose dad was a rocket scientist, get Alzheimer's at a young age? Well, in a book called Brain Maker, it's a brilliant book, the author says, new leading edge science coming from the world's most respected institutions from around the world, they've discovered to an extraordinary degree that brain health, on the flip side, brain disease, are dictated by what goes on inside our guts. Yep, you heard that right. Science is now connecting our gut with the vast majority of disorders and diseases around the brain. From MS to schizophrenia, from bipolar disease to migraines, from ADHD to Alzheimer's, headaches to Parkinson's, from autism to depression. Scientists, all of these things, scientists are now starting to look at the gut as the primary root cause, and the place to start the fight back against potentially all of these avoidable conditions. Now, there's one lifestyle choice that you can make to promote brain health, and that's on top of things like good nutrition and obviously getting plenty of exercise and not drinking too much beer and things like that. But there's one that you might not think about, and that's called fasting. You see, when we're fasting, our body goes into a mode of repairing and rebuilding and, if you like, rewiring and renewing our cells, like virtually all of them. And there's now growing evidence that fasting enhances a number of different brain functions and helps prevent the thing I'm most worried about, as my mum's got it, which is Alzheimer's. Incredibly, until recently, scientists believe that the one part of the entire body that we didn't replace, and repair on a regular basis was the brain. But they've now found that it is possible, certainly in parts of the brain, through something called neurogenesis, to actually rebuild some of our brain cells. Not the entire brain, but certain parts of the brain we can now regenerate, which is exciting new news. Now, with all this in mind, here at Primal Living, we have developed a premium range of supplements to help keep your brain in tip-top shape, including omega-3. Now, there's loads of evidence and research starting to come out that shows that omega-3, especially one of its components called DHA, that it's really good at supporting the brain functions. The next thing you might want to consider to look after the brain is our B complex. What is a B complex? It's all the B vitamins in one multivitamin. Why are they important? Well, B vitamins, the body, all 8 of them, can't store at all. So we need to get them on a daily basis. And there's so much evidence and research right now that B vitamins are so associated with good brain health. In fact, if you look at my podcast, find out the one I did with Patrick Holford, and in there, he discusses some research they did about 20 years ago with some children that were struggling at school, and the outcome after increasing their B vitamins was amazing. The other thing you might want to look at is noggin, and as its name suggests, it's designed to keep your brain alert. You want to forget all those energy drinks that are full of sugar and artificial caffeines. Noggin contains real caffeine and a bunch of proteins and vitamins and minerals to help keep you alert. And by the way, it tastes great as well. It's perfect if you like sport, if you're doing sport, perfect when you've got to concentrate, maybe you're doing exams or even doing a competition on the computer or anything like that. When you want to be alert, noggin is fantastic. And watch out, because I'm trying to find that program, the SAS program with the celebrities one. Watch James Cracknell perform brilliantly in that. And what does he put it down to? Well, amongst other things, he was taking noggin throughout the whole series. The other thing you might want to look at is a product we've got called Happy Days. That, amongst other things, focuses on keeping your hormones in balance. It does this through some highly targeted vitamins and minerals. Then, of course, you could look at our turmeric. That's full of antioxidants, and it aids so many parts of the human body. And ours, the one you'll find below, is extremely powerful and contains the patented bioprine. And what that does, it maximizes your absorption. Now, without doubt, one of the best ways to maintain good health and good brain health is to get plenty of sleep. You see, when we're asleep, our brain organizes all of the thoughts, all of the learnings, all of the memories from the day before. And if we don't get sufficient sleep, then that, of course, can cause problems. And there we've got a couple of products that can really help. We've got one called Sleep Naturally and also a sleeping spray. And finally, there's definitely a link, as I started off this video, in saying between the gut and the brain. There's a super highway in our body from the gut to the brain. So once you've got your sleep in order, once you've got your nutrition in order, you want to start protecting the gut. And to that extent, we've got two amazing products. We've got one for the entire family, which is called our immune tablets. And then we've got one for more for adults, which is a probiotic, which is really, really powerful. For more information on everything I've discussed in this video, click on any of the products below. You'll find some information, loads of reviews from customers, and individual videos on each product. From me to you, keep looking after that very special brain of yours.